Okay, this is what you're going to call Jack Tells a Story. For obvious reasons, I'm going to tell you a story. And boy, do I ever have plenty of stories to tell. As you've seen in the title of this video is entitled Hurricane. There's a reason for that. So, about three and a half years ago, somewhere around that time, we had a hurricane. Now, this being the coastal plains of the United States, not exactly uncommon for that to happen. So, we were prepared. We had plenty of food. We had, in case the river topped the levee like they were expecting, we had a John boat that we used. If the oh crap, we got to get out of here situation were to happen, we would have an escape plan. Fortunately, it never did come to that. But so we were prepared, and it's normally just four of us in the house: me, my brother, and my parents. That's it. And of course, if you're like me, then you consider dogs as people too. So in that case, total six. But you know, well, the first night, my grandparents' house took on 4 inches of water because that house liked to do that. And that's probably why we don't own that house anymore, or at least part of the reason. That'll be another story. um, so their house took on 4 or 5 inches of water. And so my dad had to go over there and haul them out the window. I don't know why he didn't just use the front door. um, so we had our grandparents here in the guest bedroom. And they stayed here relatively often, so that wasn't normal. Or that wasn't abnormal. That was, it happened all the time. For them to be staying here with us. That's all well and good. Until one of my dad's co-workers' houses, that one really took a beating, and their family of 4 had nowhere to go. So, being the good people that we are, we said, well, come on, we'll figure it out. And so I ended up having to give up my bedroom for a week for his coworker and his wife. And they slept in here, and I slept in the master bedroom with my mom, and that was fine because my dad sleeps on the couch a lot anyway because he thinks the couch is more comfortable. So, but then, what about my dad's coworker's 2 kids? What do we do then? We're out of bedrooms. Well, I'll tell you what we did. We had some old, I don't really like some camping cots, I guess. We got these cots for camping, and we used them once, and they proved to be horrendous backbreakers. So we got sleeping bags and air mattresses, and we got rid of the cot. And we just never gotten rid of the cots. The lucky thing we didn't, because we definitely ended up needing to use 2 of them for the 2 kids, and they had to sleep in the game room because that's the only other room we had in the house. And they were all here for about a week. Let me tell you, this house was full to bursting. It was about 2.5 times the normal load this house carried. And we had been told that the water might get shut off, so, we were advised to fill up the bathtubs. That's great if we have 3 bathtubs in the house. So you'd think that's great, except we only have 2 stoppers. We're short a stopper. We always were. So that made that a little more difficult. But, yeah. 10 people in a house that normally occupies 4 and really isn't designed to hold more than 6. It was a good time. It was a really good time. And, I would never, ever, ever want to do it again. I felt good about it, because we were doing things to help people out. That's all well and good. But I would never, ever, ever want to have this house that jam-packed again. It was ridiculous. For a get-together one night, sure, but for a week, no. Especially when you can't really go anywhere because the streets are rivers. Because when it rains that hard, because really the hurricane really hit more west of us. All we really got was the rain. But oh boy, we got a lot of it. So, it was raining really hard and really fast, dumping an absolutely amazing amount of rain on the ground in a very short period of time. The gutters couldn't keep up. So we had streets that basically looked like rivers. That's another reason we brought the John boat home, because they, like I said earlier in the video, they were expecting that the levees were going to be, that the river would top the levee, and in which case we were going to need an escape plan. So that's why we brought the John boat home. But oh no! We quickly figured out that having the John boat here also presented the entertainment value of being able to water ski literally down the street. And I'm sure we did that. I don't think I ever actually did that myself, but I'm sure my brother probably did. And I remember them going out in the street on a kayak, and not something you can ordinarily do here when the streets are solid concrete, but when the gutters can't handle the amount of water that's being thrown down on top of them, that's what you get. And in the end, everything turned out well. My grandparents' house got drained out. Everything was fine, except for stuff that was on the floor, but nothing was really on the floor that they cared about, so it didn't really make any difference. Well, except my typewriter, but we have a replacement one of those too over there. So, so their house is fine. I don't know what ended up happening with my dad's coworker's house. I know that they did move back into the house. I don't know otherwise what happened, but for the most part, it ended on a happy note. But we went just a little stir crazy. So I hope you all enjoyed this this story. There will definitely be more to come. I'll probably wear my voice out shooting a bunch tonight. But yeah.